Hey, so I'm back again. Just gonna do a little update, another project I'm working on. So I'm gonna flip the camera first. So this is a mess, but this is a table my dad made for me for the summer. I had raised beds back there before, and this is actually the wood from the raised beds, and then some extra wood that he had in his barn. And what I am doing is I am wood burning some flowers onto it. Um, so I'll just tell you how I started this process. So I started by picking designs of flowers that I liked. I chose, these are lily of the valley. They're supposed to be the May birth flower. My kids are born in May. And then these are forget-me-nots, which I just really like. So I got these online on like Google Images, and I printed them out. And then what you do, because I don't have carbon paper, if you had carbon paper, you could literally just put carbon paper underneath, tape it down, and write on it, and you'd be all set. But I don't have any. So I saw a thing online where you take a regular pencil and you just scribble on the back, and then you scribble like anywhere there are lines. On this one, you can see I just kind of scribbled where the image was, and I had to go back a couple places to make it a little bit more dark because it didn't show up the first time. So you do that, and you put it down, and then you have to press down over it really hard with a pencil, or I guess you could use like a something hard, I don't know, tip of a pen or whatever, and it transfers the pencil on the back onto the surface. And it'd probably work better if you had a softer pencil, like if you had the soft drawing pencils, but I didn't, so I used a number 2 pencil, and that seemed to work okay. And I kind of freehanded in some places where the pencil didn't go through, and then I went through and just outlined again to make it darker. You can actually see where I've started wood burning a little bit. So in the instruction manual for the wood burner, it says you should use smooth wood, but I don't have smooth wood because that's not the project I'm doing. So I'm kind of just taking it really slow, because if I try to go quickly, I'll get like bumps and drags, and it just won't look as good. And I'm not great at this, but I think it'll look cool when I'm done. I can show you what the wood burner looks like. So I got this from my, I guess, grandfather-in-law. And he had it for a while. He's very crafty. So it's a 5-in-1 tool, and I think he's had like a couple of them at some point. But you can actually use it as a soldering iron too. And so right now I have a tracing tip on. It comes with a whole bunch of different tips that you can use for shading and making thicker and darker lines. And this actually, the X-Acto knife, I've used that for cutting through plastic. It heats up just like the other tips do, and you can use it if you need to cut plastic and things, which is pretty cool. So that's pretty much it. And then it comes with like a little wood stand, and then I'll plug it in and kind of show you what I'm doing. I've got kind of an awkward angle going here, but I just wanted to show really quickly. The tips screw on and off. I don't know where my camera stand is, where we've been moving stuff, but yeah, they just screw on and off, so it's really easy to change them out. You just want to make sure that they're not hot when you do it. So the soldering iron gets hot pretty quickly, so you want to be really careful with that. You don't want to mess around. And what I'm doing is just going over. It's still not too hot. I could probably wait a little longer, but I'm just going over where my lines are essentially, and I'm going slow. Well, this is not hot yet. You can kind of see it doing stuff. It's getting there. So I'm just going back where I traced my design and just slowly going over it. And it said on the thing to go always towards you. I guess that helps keep it smooth, maybe? I'm not sure. But I know this won't be perfect just because my wood is not perfect. And I am fine with that. So that's the first outline done. I still have to go back over and make it darker, and then I might add some shading in. I've still got quite a ways to go because I want it to definitely be darker. If it's too light, I'm gonna have to sand it over a little bit and a lot of the coloring would come out. And then I have to sand the table and polyurethane it, and we'll see where we go from there. So that's wood burning.